Hey, it's Ian coming with Billy and Nissan in Sioux Falls. We got the 25 Murano Platinum all-wheel drive. Let's check it out. All right, so it's the first one in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Pearl white Platinum. It's got 21-inch wheels, new design. Everything's new, I guess, so I can't just say it was the rims. Ground up, complete redesign. This has been one of the most highly anticipated model redesigns that we've been waiting for, and we are super excited about it. So lots of new tech. Everything that you enjoy about the Nissan brand is finally now being offered in the Murano, and there's some personal favorite features like massaging seats available on this Platinum model that I just gotta go over with you. So loving the exterior design. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, as you can see it here. I really want to cover the inside, so let's do that next. All right, so in this model, probably the one I'm excited about the most, the Platinum's going to have this little massage seat button here. So we're going to go ahead and click that. That'll bring this screen up. You can also customize the widgets here, but then we can select the type of massage that we want. I've been waiting for this feature for way too long, you guys. So really enjoying that. Look at this completely redesigned dash here. They really made it real easy to use. They put the important buttons where they need to be, and they're even switching to a push button transmission right here. So that's probably going to take a little getting used to, but I love that we've got wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. We've got our charging pad here for our phones, and without having to have wires, everything's just going to be really clean and cut. Now they are rolling out a new kind of a system here on the steering wheel. I noticed this on the Armada, that you can switch between which side of the screen you want to control by clicking this button. So if I click on the right side and then I roll, I can actually control that right side screen. And if I click the left side, I'm back over here and I control this left side screen. So it's going to take a little bit of a learning curve in order to get really comfortable using that system. And then they're releasing or reserving the left side of the steering wheel here for your cruise control, your Pro Pilot 1.1, and your, well, of course, your paddle shifters on both sides and volume control. Now down here, I'm going to give this one a not so fun on the placement of the heated steering wheel. Love that the heated steering wheel is there, but it really should have been over here because I feel like that's going to be a common feature. Now, one thing and one reason why they might have done this is because on the Nissan app with the new Nissan system that you'll have on the vehicle, you should have the option to set it to automatically turn on when you remote start your car. So maybe this isn't such a bad idea to have it out of the way, but my preference is to have it in an easier to access position, especially for the clients that, you know, if you get into the car, you start driving, you don't want to be reaching for anything down here while you're going 80 miles an hour down the highway. So that's just my personal opinion, but I want to show you where it's at. Finally have the heads-up display as well, so it's going to be kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see that right there. I'm just going to try to point it right there, and it's going to give you all your direction, speed controls, and everything there right in front of the glass. So really excited about that. Now, if I go to reverse quick, we've also got the new round view monitor system on the Muranos. Finally, we get to see the left side on it as well. And then we got wide angle panoramic views. And if I go back to park for a second, we actually have this 3D function option so we can see everything around the vehicle. Now, if I click on the 3D, it does a quick 3D check for me around the whole vehicle. And if I'm in a particular situation that requires more attention, I can actually go to a angled camera view, whichever angle camera I want, which I absolutely love this. And then kind of like last year's Murano, they put the front sonar sensors on the vehicle. So as soon as you trigger one, you're going to have this come up automatically, so you don't have to press a button like the old 15, 16, 17, 18 model years with that design. So all of these things are new and going to be really fun to have in the system. I love the updated dual screens. You've got some stuff going on here that kind of resembles the Aria design a little bit here, like the way this is kind of put in. And then these are the haptic buttons. So when you touch them, they get a little bit of a weird vibration feedback, but that's how this new design is going. It makes it really clean cut. And it's just something that's going to take a little getting used to versus having traditional knobs and stuff like that for setting your temperature. However, vehicles also got Google commands on this system, so I can tell Google to set my car temperature at a certain degrees that I want it at, and it's going to do that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into a drive here, and we're going to see how that goes next. All right, so we're going to test out this new drivetrain here. get a good feel for how this thing's responding. One of the biggest changes that Murano did was they switched to a 9-speed automatic transmission with variable compression turbo. So this is the 2.0 liter, 4-cylinder, about 260 pound-feet of torque. Now compared to the V6 Murano, we've got a pretty similar power plant in terms of horsepower and torque, but we're just first time really seeing how this motor is going to respond to the driving input here. And ooh, I better watch my speed because I'm already going 75 miles an hour. But impressive. Initial impression is that I'm very pleased with that kind of response. That's the one thing I really wanted to test out because I was very concerned it wasn't going to feel like the V6 power that we're all used to on these Muranos. Now, personally, I have leased 2 of these. They're still one of our favorite vehicles for our family, mainly because of the comfort in the seats. They've probably got the most comfortable seat in any of the Nissan lineup. And honestly, out of all the brands that we carry and sell, I've always been most impressed with the Nissan Murano's comfort level, and it's not slacking on this model. They've done an amazing job on that. Now, there's still a couple other things that I'd like to see that they bring in, but we're going to see hopefully in the next, production year or 2 if those things get put into this, specifically like the 2.1 system for hands-off driving. I see that this is ProPilot 1.1, which is just an improved version of the original ProPilot Assist system. Typically on the ProPilot self-driving, you have a little camera here, and that measures your eyes. So from the research that I've done so far, I don't believe that that is applicable to this model. So hopefully we'll see that coming down the line at some point, or at least in this model year, but maybe it's a platinum package. So they're just so new, we don't have all the data or the builds yet. So I'll hopefully be able to provide an update to you guys for that. So all in all, out of everything that we have been looking forward to or anticipating, I can't say that I'm disappointed. I'm really enjoying this Murano so far, and just like the previous generations, this is kind of a vehicle that really sits into that upper class space, almost luxury-esque without the luxury price tag. So if you're shopping against Lexus 350 or like the RX, Acura RDX, those kinds of vehicles are going to be frequently shopped against on the Murano, just due to the Murano's higher entry-level price point and some of the extra options that you can get on the Murano that you'll find on some of those high-end luxury cars. So definitely a really fun car to check out. And if you guys have more questions, I'm just going to leave this at this length of video for now. I hope to give you a few more details down the road as we get them. Appreciate your time. Hopefully you have a wonderful day.